Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and I'm picking up where I left off in my Subnautica Below Zero hardcore game. So yeah, I just built a prawn suit, and then I neglected to check at the time, but I looked at the video after, and apparently it has a maximum depth of 400 meters as opposed to the 900 meters of the previous game. I guess I get the feeling they wanted to do everything on a smaller scale this time around. Or maybe it's the prawn suit Mark II instead of the Mark III. I don't know. I'll have to look at the description again, I guess. But yeah, what am I gonna do now? I guess I'll start by collecting titanium and quartz. I wanted to build up a couple more of those containment facilities now that I can build them and see what all these eggs do. See. Yeah, see what comes of that. And then by the time I've done that, the what do you call it? The bioreactor at my coordinary base should be all fully charged and stuff, and I can resume scanning for fragments there, see what else I can find. I mean, the last time I was finding a lot of new blueprints in that region, and I think it's worth looking again because it looked like I hadn't finished finding them. So yeah, it'd be nice to see what else I can find in that area. And then once that's done, maybe I'll look into that pengling research stuff. There's also the matter of that near the tertiary base, there was some weird hexagonal columns that looked like they might be worth investigating. Now that I'm able to go deeper in that region, I think that's it's worth taking a look there. So yeah, see how that goes. Alright, here we go. First thing I'm going to do is check to make sure that resolution didn't spontaneously update itself. I'm carrying a rupee for some reason. Alright, let's get this thing scanning for fragments. And I'll pick up some sure I'll pick up some quartz while I'm at it. This might have been a good place to plant those fruit thingies. I'll have to see if I can find... What's with this art? Why does it keep not loading the image properly? How strange. What's going on there? No. Alright, off I go. Oh yeah, so yeah, like the prawn suit. It is the prawn suit Mark III, right? No, it's vehicles, there it is. Yeah, it still says prawn suit Mark III. So they didn't give me the Mark II or something without telling me. It's just inexplicably can't go as deep now. Oh well. I'm gonna get a few limestone things while I'm at it, just because so I do need to get some more beacons as well, so that's going to need copper. Plenty of quartz around. Do you have a present for me? Aww. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I used to find them annoying, and eventually they just turned right around and became this friendly, helpful bunch. How about that? The sound. Suddenly my sea glide wasn't making noise. It was weird. Ooh, you know what? I could do some more table coral as well. Oh, hello. Little brute shark. I'd be mindful about the fact that I don't have a second oxygen tank this time. I opted for a single ultra high capacity tank instead of two merely high capacity tanks. It's I mean, it's technically a superior option. There you go, I've got a couple copper. Yeah, it's technically a superior option because it's the same amount of oxygen. Lasts me the same amount of time, but there's no switching involved. I just have to be mindful of the fact that, no, really, when I'm out, I'm out. There's no switching. No switching involved. Like, I don't think it's the, I don't think it's the brute sharks making that noise. Any more table coral around here? I mean, kind of end up usually use them in pairs unless I'm using them to make a scanner room. More commonly, I'm using them to make computer chips, which take two. How's my inventory looking? 3 more spaces. So maybe 1 piece of quartz and one more fragment, or maybe just 3 pieces of quartz, or piece of quartz and whatever's in here. That works. That's a neat formation there. Rock formation or ice formation, whatever it is. Yeah, I really would like to get that reinforced dive suit. I need to figure out how to make synthetic fibers. I need to find where those spiral plant things are.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Why don't I put a ladder here. How much quartz did I get out of that trip? I have enough to make another another containment thingy. Maybe I should put the table core on here. There isn't a whole lot of gold and silver. Yeah, my organizing, my filing system is flexible, sure. So is this gonna cause the egg to like fall or something when I do this? Ah, it's fine. Ooh, yeah, it's neat. It's a little glass floor going on there. It's a neat aspect of this. If you give it a floor over floor, then it makes it have a glass floor in the upper floor. But I am going to put I am going to want to put another one of those up here. Which means I think I'm going to have this thing scan for quartz now. There's some from here. Oh yeah, this reinforcement thing, it covered up the nice one. Uh-oh. It covered up the posters, which was unintended. And if I put this back, can I put the posters in front of it? Okay, that works. Although I had this one over here. I think. Wait, which one's which here? They don't have to be in any particular order. I just. Uh-oh. I sprung a leak. I guess I better deal with that. I will in a second. I swear I will. It's kind of nice having it flooded though, because now you see, I normally can't crouch. Now I can, in a manner of speaking, crouch and look at this map from different angles. But yeah, I should really let's repair up the breach here. Any more? No, there you go. Any others? I'm hearing the water rushing in, but okay, not hearing it anymore. This is still flooded. Ah, there you are.
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
That's what I was waiting for. Okay. So I got some titanium now. I do still want some more quartz. So let's head out and do that. Go get that quartz. Nom, nom. I mean, any other context, the fact that my base is flooding like that would be a little alarming. I'm just kind of like, I know how the game mechanics work. As soon as I repair it, it drains the water out. It's fine. I mean, maybe I was putting a little too much confidence in the fact that it operates the same way as the previous game when I don't really know that for sure. There's quartz here. Is that? I mean, it looks like there's a bit of quartz sticking through the. I guess the buggy bit of quartz that's embedded in the rock face there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's unintended. Gotta watch out for the brine fish. Oh, I seem to have gone beyond the 300-meter range of the scanning room. It's fine. It's all good. I remember how foreboding this region used to be. I mean, getting frozen by that brine fish that one time when they had like 12 seconds of oxygen is yeah, it's kind of enough to make you a little wary forever. But it's ah, darn, I thought maybe if I doubled back you wouldn't be able to turn around in time. What was that noise? Yeah, the thing with the crash fish is they always explode at the same time, like with the same duration from the time that they pop out of their pod. Like once they emerge from their pod, they've got a very precise set time limit before they explode. It's still annoying that I can't tell how far away they are. Okay. It's a lot of quartz. I might as well fill her up. I only need 10 more, so maybe filling her up is overdoing it. If anything, I probably would rather fill up this. Oh, hello. I was just gonna say I'd rather fill those last few up with titanium. So that was well timed. Yeah, maybe this is enough.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I wonder how long that huge egg takes to hatch. I sort of expect it'll take a while. Okay, you can stop scanning now, thank you. And there we go. Here's my oversized containment thingy. Oh, short by 1 titanium. Yeah, see, I should have spent more time getting titanium, I guess. Now I have a shortage of titanium. And I'm gonna have to put my quartz in there because they don't have enough room in the other one where I've been putting the quartz. There you go. At some point that'll all be filled up with animals. Maybe some plants too. Anyway. Could take the prawn suit out for a spin. Actually, didn't I say at the end of the last episode I wanted to make the drill arm. It needed 5 titanium. You know what? I'm gonna make another titanium run. It said one lithium, right? Yep. So grappling arm and a drill arm. And this thing, it still has the rear storage compartment, right? Yeah. That's cool. So yeah, maybe I should take it out for a spin. Go down to that area, although 400 meter max depth. Yeah, my coordinate basis has a depth of 400, was like 450, 480 meters, somewhere around there. I probably should take the sea truck. As much as I want to take the... Yeah, I think it's going to have to wait until I mean, like, unless I have a pressing need to bring the prawn suit out. You know, maybe I'll take the prawn suit over to see about that elephantine noise. Like, where's it even? Okay, where's it even coming from? Like, it makes that noise regular. Glow whale eggs over. What? I have a baby glow whale? This I gotta see. Baby glow whale. Ah! Hello. Aw, look at you. You can pick up glow whale. I already scanned it, right? Yeah. How much space is it taking me? Glow whale. No description. Just says glow whale. And just drop it again. Well, that's cute. Okay, let's just toss another egg in there. Where did I put all my eggs? I think they're kind of all over the place. My stuff is sort of semi-organized. I don't know what egg this is. I think I got this one early on. So this will be one of the early creatures. And in you go. Come back later for that. Okay, alright. Grab one more of these and then any other upgrades or anything I can or should get? Wasn't there a sea truck upgrade that I got? Horsepower upgrade, depth upgrade, afterburner upgrade. I am curious about that. So what's an afterburner upgrade like? I wonder. Yeah, any other upgrades? Storage, thermal reactor. Yeah, nothing I can do anything with. I mean, I'm setting out with the sea truck, so. So do I have to push 3 to select it? Okay. So I just left click. That took a lot of power. It's a nice little boost of speed, but yeah, that was a lot of power. It like half drained one of the power cells because it says 2 power cells in it. Taking out 25% of the power means that like this is down 50%. It's crazy. Nice to know I have the option, but gonna stick with moving at slow speed in case, except in the case of emergency. Alright. Alright, coordinary base, where are ya? That's tertiary base. Coordinary base. Yeah, I neglected to look up what number 5 would be, because it would be Pentary base? Something like that? I don't know. Well, yeah, didn't I say I wanted to get more more beacons? But I don't have titanium for it. Screw it. I'm just gonna move on. I don't want to. I don't want to spend this whole thing just gathering resources. There's a big pile of titanium in the quaternary base, which I'm gonna bring a chunk of that home with me, I think. Hello, Cryptosuchus. It's nice to see you again, too. Well, I didn't actually see you, I just heard you. Keep on roaring. I know that's your thing. Let's see if we can find any more new things to scan in this area. Found an awful lot of things to scan in the last session, so I'm hopeful there's still stuff to find. Hello. Nice to see you too. Oh, and you took up personally. Here, have the afterburner ready just in case. Not that I particularly expect to use it. I haven't encountered anything in this region dangerous enough that I'd ever be in a hurry to get away from them. I mean, I'd ever be in so much of a hurry that that's neat. That the afterburners are needed. Let's see. Oh, no. That's it there, right? Yeah. Getting closer. Here's the chasm. Here's the chasm we all know and love. Incidentally, there's a good chance this episode won't run the full, like, 3-hour duration that I've been doing lately. Just because I'm kind of tired. It's kind of tired to start. I had a bit of a long day. Stuff to do and stuff. And yeah, it's a bit late. So this might be a short episode. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel. Might be worth picking up some silver while I'm here. But first, for now, well, what's in the 4th page? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, scan fragments. Oh yeah, how's the bioreactor doing? Fill her up. Keep it running. Keep these things growing. What's with this wall here? Is that the, like, the boundary of the world or something? Because you know it can't be limitless. I wonder what that is. Look at that little structure there, that little divot. What's that? I wonder if that's something. What's this little dead end over here? I wonder if that could be something. Because I did kind of circle around. I want to be able to crouch so I can get better angles. Darn it. That still bugs me. I did most of my searching around here. I don't think I actually looked in this direction, you know? So here's the thing. I think I'm going to take a quick peek over there. It's east by northeast. Is it over here? Like, it takes time for the scan to populate its list and all that anyway, so... Is this the path that I saw? Oh, sorry buddy. It was the triops, wasn't it? I'm just checking this out of curiosity. More of those cotton enemies. Okay, well, I think this is it. I think this is just nothing of interest here. I don't know, it was a very conspicuous dead end. It just kind of made me wonder, since the, you know, Alan's stuff was in the other dead end. Whatever, let's go up there and get those fragments. Yeah, unfortunately, the coordinate base, it is not ideally positioned for scanning those fragments, obviously. I'm sure if I put a base right up there, I'd be able to detect a lot more. But I don't really want to pick up it and move it up there. It's just too much trouble. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I am feeling feeling a wee bit tired. What's this? Anything here? Nothing? Nothing of interest? Okay. Moving on. Some of the fragments look like they're in the region of the Mercury 2 bow. I'm actually not 100% confident that I searched it completely properly, you know. Is that a hunk of the ship being clung to by the lily pad? Wild. Just got jostled against something there, and the sea truck, like compared to the sea moth of the previous game, it has a tendency to jostle weirdly sometimes. Like gets jostled at an angle and it rotates. Okay. Seems that the prawn suit fragments, for whatever reason, don't disappear when they're scanned like everything else does. All the other fragments do. I don't really want to go in there again. I really don't want to go in there again. Let's find something else. I think the remaining fragments in there seem to be prawn suit fragments, with the exception of that. What's that one there? There's so many entry points. I could probably just enter from somewhere else to find whatever that is. I'll take a peek. Hope I don't regret it. Let's get the flashlight out. Another one of those in there, eh? Okay, so I never got into this room. How do I get in there? Aside from propulsion cannon. Or is propulsion cannon the only way in? Which is a possibility. I see a vent there, and it looks like the vent goes up. Don't suppose it connects with this room here. Oh. Cut open to access, huh. Okay, really didn't fully explore this then. It's gonna be another synthetic fibers. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna make for a difficult choice. If I can upgrade one thing, I can get myself the get myself the prawn suit depth upgrade, or I can get myself the reinforced dive suit. Really want, like I kind of want both. Which one do I want more? The reinforced dive suit would make me feel a lot safer, and quite frankly, it's more likely to save my life. The prawn suit depth upgrade would just be more fun. So you kind of have to wait as it gets like, that'll save my life, but this could be more fun. Which is the option that has more incentive. Of course, dying isn't fun, so there's that. I'm just holding the repair tool in my hand just to... Oh. Looks like there's a lot that I... No. That one didn't need to be cut. Iron kit. It's just saying I could do with some more silver. Keeping an eye out for vents, because there has to be a vent somewhere that connects with that other vent. I mean, has to be. I mean, it seems logical that there would be. Who knows where it is though? This is pretty extensive. Like, it's tough when there's no map, and it's like, yeah, this isn't helpful. This tells me nothing. Yeah, just an idea. Okay, yeah, there really doesn't seem to be a vent or anything or anywhere around here. Just gonna pop up here just for the heck of it. Oxygen refresh, there you go. And back at it again. Okay, so Getting stuck on things here. Out of my way. Watch where I'm going. This is the door which I burnt out. Looking for vents, looking for vents. Here's a vent. I believe I already explored this one though, if I'm not mistaken. Linear path, linear path, linear path. I believe this is one that I looked in that I thought was going to go to that room and that didn't, and I was like, I don't know where the frick I am. And there was another one of those things here, and it made me go, oh hey, this is that room. And then I look and this door wasn't blocked, and I'm like, no, it's not that room. Where am I? I don't even know. It's tricky to navigate this place. I did explore this region though. You see there's an open crate. And this leads out, and there should be an oxygen plant as I recall. I shouldn't get myself too turned around. Let's screw this. You know what? I'm just gonna get hopelessly lost and I shouldn't be doing this. Okay. Focus, focus. Don't panic, don't panic. As much as I want to fully explore this wreck, I think I shouldn't come back here until I have a Pathfinder tool. And hope that the dev team fixed how the Pathfinder works. I had issues with it in the previous game. Anyway, I would like to find my way into that room. Hell, it'd probably be easier if I had a propulsion cannon. Where did I find the first propulsion cannon fragment? I found one. Still need another one. Friggin' squid shark. Excuse you. A whole bunch of fragments down there. But I want to get these two first. Is that a light stick? It's a light stick, alright. That implies, Altera facility. Is this a mega station, or is it something else? Huh. Let me through there. Let me through. What is this? Did I know this was here? This is a mega station. Yeah, I have been here before. See, there's the open data box there. Maybe I'll try grabbing another one of these antennae fruit and try not to accidentally eat it this time before I get to plant it. 2 fragments over there. How do I get over there? Maybe I should have gone down to those lower fragments first. Just saw these two. I figured they looked like they were these 2 little isolated things, and I figured maybe they'd be easier to get to, but apparently not. They're probably further away than they look. Okay, there it is. And the sea monkeys have found another prize. What have they got here? Looks like, is that a, what is that? Sea trick pack, right? Okay. Did I get titanium out of that? I already have the sea truck horsepower upgrade. It didn't turn it didn't turn into titanium. How curious. Let's break open the collaborate. What the hell? Wouldn't hurt to have a bit more gold. Like, I'm sure it'll be useful eventually. Got a few pieces of gold. It's not something I look for very often. Argentite are the ones that I really should be breaking open if I see them. Yeah, for the silver. Sorry. Another Caesar horsepower upgrade. This one turned to titanium. Okay, let's see if I can make my way to those fragments over there. I mean, I got the synthetic fibers, so, like, this trip is definitely not a total loss. Like, oh, look out, sorry, I tried to slow down, you just went right in front of me. That wasn't a hit and run, honest. There's hive mind thingies. You're not gonna change color? There they go. Through the tentacles of the trap monster. Oh, fragments down here too. Yeah. So there's that. And apparently there's more stuff below it. I can just figure out how to get down there. How do I get down there? I mean, I think those may be the ones that I was looking for when I found this machine in the first place. There's another fragment over here too. Fragments everywhere. Just figure out how to get to them. I did not turn to the left. That was the result of the collision jostling me. It jostled me quite a bit. What have we here? Knowledge capacity tank fragment. Like, they seem to be. Oh wait, those are the ones that are by the Mercury too. Okay, so I already looked there. I decided I'm not gonna look again until I have the Pathfinder tool. What else? Just realized how much damage I've taken here. Got jostled quite a bit, it seems. Well, there's no armor upgrade for this to. Okay, a naturally occurring antenna fruit. Apparently they've been growing around here all along. I just didn't see them until now. Are there any more? Okay, I'm not. Okay, there are some fragments there. Down there. I can just figure out how to get down there. Mega facilities there. And where's the recyclotron source? I mean, I labeled it as a recyclotron source, even though I'm not 100% sure that's. I colored it orange. I should color a different color so I can find it again. Here, make it red. It's 150 meters that way, and the other ones, they looked like they were directly below it, but I guess not. Or maybe my sense of where down is just confused. This is a bit confusing to navigate. They're below this. How do we get down there? They still seem like they're directly below me. Like if they're directly below me and then I drive along horizontally for a while and then they look like they're directly below me, means they're a lot lower than they seem. Yeah, those got to be pretty low down. Okay, you know what? If they're that far down, then it's probably sensible to find coordinary base and review that 3D map in the scanner room. Maybe it'll help me find them. Is that argentite? Here, let's break open the argentite. Chance of silver, but if I get more titanium, that's helpful too. There you go. Yeah. Overall, I'm still thinking about the synthetic fibers I found. Overall, it's probably better if I get the reinforced dive suit. Oh, are those fragments? Okay, I did say they were low. Oh, right, that's right. They're in the they are in the region of the other thing, aren't they? Like this lower region,
Welcome
which
aboard,
is
Captain.
currently inaccessible. Yeah. Okay, so the only ones left are okay. Yeah, so that's all the fragments in range then, because 3 of those are Pronsu fragments which I already got, and the other one is the thingy that was in the room that was inaccessible. Excuse me. So yeah. Maybe I'll search for silver. Could do with a bit more silver. A big pile of titanium here. Yeah, there isn't much. There's just 2 pieces of silver. You know what? I thought it was going to turn up like, you know, collections of silver ore. They usually come in big piles. I've noticed in this game. Yeah. So yeah, current plan. I'm just gonna go crack open some argentite thingies, just to. It's right here. Okay, it's embedded in the rock, I guess. That's more like it. Titanium, whatever. Is that right here? Okay. Why must you torment me? Okay. Bit of an odd bug. Looks like there are a bunch of things that are hey, there's argentite right here, and it's not being detected. The scanner room continues to be imperfect, I guess. This one's copper, right? Yeah. I'm below 400 meters here, so I wouldn't be able to bring the prawn suit down here anyway. pieces of silver. You know, I feel a little better about that. Let's even get one more. There you go. Now I can feel better about heading back home. Okay, you can stop scanning. Let's get the scanner room upgrades recovered here. I'm gonna nom this. Oh, right, I have to get out of that and then nom it. And then fill the rest of my inventory with titanium. And I think it's time to head home. And oops, don't look at him. He's just gonna try to hypnotize you. I mean, the description says it's like a pheromone thing, not that he's like not hypnosis as a result of like looking at him. Oh, how would pheromones work if you're not like inhaling them or whatever? I don't know. In any case, I'm heading back, and maybe we'll check out the Pengling research next. Although, yeah, you know, if I'm gonna find the source of synthetic fibers, I do need to search out new areas. Yeah, bit of a catch-22, really. I mean, the way, yeah, it's just a squid shark chasing me. It's fine. You'll leave me alone once I get far enough away. There you go. It's all good. But yeah. Yeah, the spiral plant cutting. Assuming it's analogous to the blood oil, it seems reasonably likely that it'll be somewhere deep or deep-ish. So yeah, what are you biting me? You biting me, bro? But yeah. Excuse me. Would you leave me alone? I didn't do anything to you yet. I mean, yeah, I kind of mashed a couple of your buddies, but I mean, it's their fault for being super fragile. Or something. I really didn't expect a collision from the sea truck to kill those guys. Seriously. But anyway. Yeah. So patch this up here. Yeah, I think overall I'd feel better with the reinforced dive suit. So let's do some inventory management here.
The Pathfinder tool emits a sequence of waypoints to mark your route and aid navigation in both terrestrial and aquatic environments.
There you go. Yeah, so I made myself a Pathfinder tool. I also, excuse me, made the Sea Truck horsepower upgrade. I didn't realize I confused the horsepower upgrade with the Afterburner upgrade, so I didn't actually have that yet. So there you go, new thing. So horsepower upgrade, does that mean it goes faster now? I'm curious. Let me just. Okay, there's a noticeable burst of speed. Oh, that's much nicer. Okay, that's cool. And while I'm out here, yeah, so I tried. Yeah, obviously last time I tried placing the fruit directly into the planter and it wouldn't let me do that. Well, what if I drop the fruit and then, oops, click the wrong button. And then, can I cut a piece off of it? Like, cut a seed out of it or anything like that? And the answer is apparently no. So, screw that. I'm just gonna feed it into the bioreactor, I guess. Apparently, this probably isn't gonna have any room. Oh, it does have room. What do you know? I probably have to get a cutting from the original plant, not from the fruit. Oh well, live and learn. Yeah, so, right, there's the next thing I was gonna do was see about these guys. Spy Pengling. Okay, so, let's build a Spy Pengling. Teehee, that's adorable.
Spy penglings. Scientists may have never discovered that penglings incubate their eggs in small cave burrows, often alongside thermal lily roots.
Ah, that's neat. And I'm guessing I need a remote in order to work the thing. That would make sense. Use another one of these. One of these copper wirings that I keep finding lying around. Should I make multiple of these? Hull integrity 100%? Spy Pengling Pengal? Is that its name? Well, in any case, I do believe I want to get myself a second beacon. And I should probably bring a second backup battery, because if I'm going to be wandering around on land, I can't necessarily count on the swim charge fins to recharge my stuff. Yeah, okay. So, let's eat up and head out. I still find it a little off that she goes every time she eats something. I mean, I kind of wonder, like, did whoever was directing this say, okay, you know, tell the voice actors, okay, now moan as if you're enjoying food, and then she'd be like, but I don't moan when I'm eating food. Well, do it anyway. Anyway, got a Spy Pengling, a Spy Pengling remote, brought the 4 scan room range upgrades as well. See if there's more stuff to do over there. Yeah, probably should have left. Probably should have left the Pathfinder behind. Honestly, not really expecting to need it for this journey. Like, it's honestly just for, you know, really extensive wrecks or cave systems. Yeah, whatever. It's nice to have a bit of extra speed with my sea truck. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so it's daytime. Good time to be exploring stuff. Exploring stuff on land. And oh no. What the heck? Okay, I guess they just hadn't rendered it yet. That's a little concerning.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, let's get us some more range. Watch this 300 meters jump up to 500 meters. And yeah, I still want to know what's this about. Ooh. I want to know about what a lot of this stuff is about. There's so much I've yet to explore. Anyway, there's a data box I haven't found yet. Ion cubes I haven't found yet. Lots of stuff I haven't found yet. But I did specifically say I was going to check out Pengling research, so I'm sticking with that. How many of these things are there? I don't know. Tool for driving spy penguins. I'm not sure how this works out. Let's get this thing all charged up. Okay, so there are at least 2 of them. No, actually, I should probably keep 1 or 2 of these on me because it's cold out there and these can warm me up. Okay, there are 4 of them. I got my work cut out for me here. Okay. Looks like at least 2 of them are on this level, and well, I'll take the snow fox with me and see what I can find. All right, come along, Foxy. Wait, I have to board it from the other side so I can see the label. Foxy. Which way do I want to go? Let's try going this way. I mean, I'll take whichever one I can find first, I guess. This one looks promising. What's this for? Okay, so put it in slot. Okay. So I just right-click to deploy kind of thing? So I can pick him up, or I can... what happens if I use the remote? Pick up quartz?
Dangerous weather approaching.
Oh, great.
Seek shelter.
Surveillance activated. Excellent shot.
Okay,
Until next mission.
okay, seriously, no, I need to be mindful of the fact that my actual body is out where it's cold. Can I work the, can I work this from somewhere warmer? Like, I mean, you got the vent there, but that's, sorry, I was just that was super cute and all, but I wasn't in a state of mind to be appreciating the cuteness, because it was like, I was worried about like freezing and dying out in the out here. Hold N to self-destruct. Distance 39 meters. Okay, so you can look around a little bit. You need the arrow keys to it's magnetite again. Pick up the magnetite. Oh, okay, so it has 4 inventory slots apparently. Don't particularly need magnetite at the moment. Definitely don't need quartz. So this just leads back out. Companionship level? Infiltration value? What? What do these mean? So like when I clicked right mouse button,
Deploying camera.
it's a little selfie camera.
Cheese.
Jeez.
Cheese.
Okay, right click retracts the camera, left click takes a picture. I see. Can I jump? Hmm?
Beep. 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 Beep.
That's me trying to jump. Can you just go up the slope here? Oh, okay, you can just drive right up there. Should I get some more magnetite? Sure, why not? This is back up the way I came. Alright. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything here. Like, am I missing something? Like, I can go up this ramp here to here, and that's it. That seems to be the extent of what's traversable here. Okay.
See you later.
See you later. I pushed backspace to get out of it. The fact that there's a loading screen afterward is a little concerning. I mean, why would there be a loading screen to get out of it? okay, like, fair enough. Okay, I can understand there being a loading screen to get into it, but, like, coming out of it, this should be just me, I'm gonna make you yellow. Well, maybe, you know, here, just differentiate, just make it red. Okay, just pick you up here now. Open storage. Get the magnetite out, sure. It's cool. Okay. So it wasn't much there. Let's see if we can make our way to one of the other Pengling research thingies. What's this thing stuck on? There's nothing there to be stuck on. You can't move in any direction. You know, like, I actually can't move. That was weird. Also, it seems to be badly damaged. I mean, not super badly damaged, but like... weird. Anyway, okay. So... let's see if we can make our way to one of the others. The other Pengling research thingies. Like, I know there's at least one which was pretty deep in the facility. I remember coming across it when I was exploring. I don't know. Let's see. Skeletons there. Is that the snow stalker I'm hearing? Leave me alone. I'm just exploring here. Don't mind me. Just passing through. The snow stalkers, their animation and stuff is a little wonky. Pardon me, just passing by. Don't mind me. How do we get there? I guess maybe it was... Is that the same one that I was heading towards, or the one that I thought I was heading towards? I guess it's further away than I thought. I'm just strafing along sideways here, and it's still the same distance away, which means it's, I mean, roughly the same angle, which suggests it's really far. Okay, screw it. Let's see if we get to that one. Oof, getting snow blindness going on here. Whoa. Maybe that was ill-advised. It's down below. Well, let's head down there. There we go. When did they take that much damage? Was that from the fall? Where'd he go? Okay. Alright, you know, it's clearly designed to look cute and stuff. Let's see if we can find a warm place to track it from, please. A warm, safe place, preferably. Oh, for goodness sake. Is it safe up here? I hope. It at least seems warm. I hope there are no snow stalkers coming. He wasn't. I mean, there's a path over here. I hope that doesn't lead to like another snow stalker or something. I'm just half expecting him to just come around the corner here at any second. This is a little... like, I can hear him.
Ready for my assignment.
Distance 50 meters. Oh, does the visual quality decline when it's further away?
Ouchie.
Wait. Oops. $52 meters. Yeah, I think 57 meters. Oh, it turned red when I hit 57 meters. Should I pick up more magnetite? Sure, why not? Okay, so I guess this thing... I guess it can't jump. Can climb up that? It's able to climb up some other surfaces, but... Is there some other slope I'm missing? Wait, maybe if I come around here... Can I climb up here? And get across there? Oh, somehow I got over here. But there's nothing here. Just more quartz and magnetite. Okay. Does the image quality get better when I get closer? I'm curious. Okay, I'm just curious to see if we can just putter along right all the way up to me. To actual me. Yeah, see the image quality gets better as I get closer. It basically has an effective range of like 50 meters. There's a snow fox. 13 meters. So that should be me up there. you can see I can see my breath.
See you later.
Super penguin buddy. Okay, so I found 2 of those 4 pengling thingies. Neither of which yielded anything, except a few pieces of magnetite, I guess. Okay, where to next? Kind of a bit lost at this point. I fell off a few cliffs, which was probably ill-advised. Oh well. Like the snowbox can take it. It's no worries about that. It's just means getting back up could be an issue. That's fine. It's an adventure. I think I actually do want to get back to the base. Okay, I'm stuck on something now. Again. Anyway, I think I do want to get back to the base just to help orient myself. Oh, this might actually be where I was before. Okay. Yeah, this is the first one I looked at. Then what's this one over here? Can you go into that? There you go. Oops. Took a bit of damage there. Worth getting a recharge and re-food and re-water while I'm at it, and re-get my bearings.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so which are the 2 that I found? Like, there's one. It's tough to navigate this thing. Like, I went down the path and I think I got the one. I got the one that's right. Oh hell. Okay. Those 2 look like they're close together. The second one that I went to was a little lower down. It might have been this one. I'm not sure. This one here looks very isolated. Looks like it would be difficult to get to. Okay, you know what? Maybe I can get there by circling around in the sea truck, because that looks like it's a different landmass, right? That looks like it might even be one of those icebergs out there. So, because standing here, where the scan room is, that's in, it's like east by southeast, but only a little bit east. And it looks like it's right at the extent of the range, so it should be like 500 meters away there. Okay, so east by southeast, eh? So I'm gonna leave the snow fox there for a moment. Just hop in the sea truck. Let's just circle around the island. See if we can get closer to that thing. Yeah, see, it's like a separate landmass. Ooh, look out. Hello. What were they doing pengling research on way out here? Next question is, how do I get up there? It looks like I have to get onto the surface of this iceberg. That, huh. There's a kelp forest here. Alright, here you go. No one's gonna heckle me here, right? Hello. Welcome. Just passing by, eh? What's making that noise? Like, that noise sounds like it's being made by something a little more hostile. Like, these are friendly little guys. Look at them all go flop, flop, flop around there. Oh, I should have brought the snow fox with me. That's right, because I can pack it up and just bring it over here. Derp. That is a thing that I should have done. Shoot. Okay, well. This... Okay, how far away am I from secondary base? It's, yeah, 500 meters, so it's pretty close. I'm such a dumbass. I meant to make the reinforced dive suit before coming out here. And I, like, totally spaced out and forgot to do that. And I've got the synthetic fibers for it and everything. What's needed for that anyway? Synthetic fibers, diamond, and what? Just titanium. Yeah. Okay, well, alright. I'm gonna hop out of the sea truck, and I'm gonna sea glide it back over to the base. Yeah, sea truck is being left there so that I can find my way back to it easily. Oh well, at least without having made the reinforced dive suit, this means that my options are still open. I can still choose to make the prawn suit depth upgrade instead if I feel like it. Just be mindful of the eye jellies. And also hope that the scan room can keep up with its scanning. Just hop off and pick up Snow Fox. There you go. And while I'm here, I might as well grab a snack. Because I can. Okay. Alright. Got the Snow Fox with me. Oh, you know what? Forward planning Tormies. Gotta work on that. Let's leave these here. Oh yeah, there's a creature egg, which I should probably bring back. Anyway, got Pengal, and I got my remote, and got my Snow Fox. Let's head on over to the sea truck. Which carefully marked as a location where I can get onto that shoreline. So I can access the Pengling research. Yeah, everything here is pretty benign. Like, the only thing that might be dangerous is symbionts if they're present. I haven't seen any, despite the abundance of Titan bullfish. Like the eye jellies, from their description, it sounds like they can sting you if they come in contact with you, but they're largely stationary, or at least slow moving, so. I don't know what's making that noise. Let's deploy this and board it. Here we go. It's all charged up, and I see like they all. From this angle, it looks like all of the penguin things are the same distance away. So I said east by northeast, but it was like only like slightly east, right? So it's like this, but it's should be a little more than this because I'm 400 meters away and it is, or like 500, or close to 500. Here it is. I found it. Now, only I can find a safe place to operate the remote from. And I could probably do it from underwater. Which gives me about, what is it? 3 minutes? 3 minutes and change? I mean, it's better than the, like, probably less than a minute that I get sitting in the cold. Okay, well. I can just imagine Sam designing it to do the little flippy thing just so Okay, like, we have to make them look cute. Oh wait, there's the wormy uppy flowers here. Okay.
Agent online.
So this one's a little more distant from the others. Hopefully, you know, if we consider the pick up gold, really care. You know, consider the rules of like risk / reward. The fact this is more distant means there's a better reward, but so far doesn't look like it. There's a single piece of gold. Is that it? I mean, gold is reasonably abundant in this. Okay, I already found plenty of gold back near my original home base, so that was a bust. There's like nothing of interest here.
Until next mission.
Okay, you know, the fact that there's this long wait to get back into my own body here is it's just kind of weird. I mean, I was hoping to explore a bit more here while I'm here, but okay. I was gonna say that blizzard is hindering visibility, but okay, it seems to be passing at the moment, so. Trying to avoid have my snowfox fall into the water. Okay, so there's basically like nothing of interest here. There's a single piece of gold. That's it. That's how boring. Okay. All right, back to the sea truck. Hello. Can I pet you? No? Okay. Sorry, where's the sea truck? It's doing that thing where it's like, oh, I'm less than 20 meters away, and therefore I'm not going to show the beacon. Okay, well, that's 3 out of the 4. So far I really found nothing of interest. Like, the trip to the, just that random spot, searching up fragments was a lot more fruitful. Probably gonna have to do more of that next. I mean, I think after I'm done this mission here, I'm gonna wrap up this recording. I mean, I even have to consider whether it's worth. Excuse me. Consider whether it's worth looking up the fourth one. The fourth Pengling research thingy. Let me just give it a moment to charge while I Salt the map again.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so I mean, I think this one here is the. I think the two that I searched were these two here. That they're the closer ones. The one that I haven't searched, I believe, is this one way out here. It's right on the edge of the scanner's range. And it's hard to get bearings with the way this is here. I do believe it's this one here, right? So it's due south. We're going due south. So it's about, yeah, so 500 meters due south. How are you holding up here? Still getting so about plenty of energy. Now, is this one? Is it still part of the same landmass? Is this worth circling around with the sea truck again, or should I try to head straight there? I don't know if there's a straight path. I gotta try. Alright, going south. Go this way this time. Still going in a, southerly direction here. So I believe that's the one that I... What's this sudden grunt of pain? Like, what's that about? Like, you didn't take any damage, you're fine. Or, wait, maybe this is the one that I searched before. Hold on, let me get back over to it. And yeah, I think it's... $500 meters away, due north. Okay. So I already searched this one. There's nothing here. Shoot, okay. Can I just push past this guy? How dangerous is he to the snow fox? So far he hasn't done anything to the snow fox. What the? Now this thing's jammed again. Ah. Even though... Stop jamming! So this is... Ooh. It's taking a fair bit of damage from those little collisions there. Anyway. Yeah, so this is also one that I've explored, and in this this tertiary base, this coordinary base. Where's the secondary base? Beacon. There it is. Okay. So it's 250 meters away, and it's north by northeast. North by northeast. Okay. Okay, so if that one is about 250 meters, I mean, the scanner was 200 meters north by northeast, so south by southwest should be the direction. So that would be this one here, I believe. Is that 250 meters? Okay, so that one is definitely explored. And the one's directly south 500 meters is this one here, and that's explored. And it looks like, so it looks like this is the one that I just looked at just now. So the last one left is this one here. And that one is, what, southwest? And how distant does that look to you? How does that look to me? Looks about halfway. So 250 meters southwest. Okay. I can find this. I can do this. Need more water. Hold on a second. Alright, so I said 250 meters that away, right? Hold on. Let me just take another peek at that map. Is there an indication? Is there an indication how to get there? Like, is there? Like, it looks like from this angle, it looks like there's it's part of a big plane. How it connects is distinct. I want to be able to crouch. I want to get different levels. This still pisses me off. This will never cease to piss me off. This is one way to do it. Yeah, still can't really see it. Okay, whatever. It's snowing. That's gonna hurt visibility. It's also night. That's gonna hurt visibility. Fun times ahead. Maybe I should build a bed here. So just sleep through the night. Anyway. Okay, well, let's go south and turn right. It's this one here. This is my destination. If I can figure out how to get there. It's probably going to be just as fruitless as the other three. Wait. Okay, hold on. No, this is where this is where I already looked. I thought this was the other one. Okay, I got them mixed up, I guess. Wow, this is gonna make for a really boring recording. I wonder if I should edit this out. But whatever, it's content. It's all something. Let me just get back to the base and they just figure this out. I still find it really off-putting when it just when it just stops dead suddenly. Like, I don't know what caused it to do that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so that's the one that I was just at. So this is the one. This one right here is the one that I want, and it's like it looks pretty close to the other one. They're actually close enough to each other that I'm not even sure. I'm no longer sure which one that I was at before. Hell. Maybe I should come back just so I'm better rested. I'm at this point, I'm just in a state of like, I should go to bed. But I sort of feel like, I wanna get this wrapped up. I want to get all 4 of these things visited before I go to bed. And I want to get all the Pengling stuff in one episode, if possible. Yeah, this is the one that I said was like, 500 meters due south, right? Yeah, see, there's the thing there. How? What's the cost of making these things? It's not really worth making them, I don't think. I mean, maybe it'll help navigate. The thing is, I mean, if this is anything like the previous game, the camera drone itself shows up on this map as a light blue dot. It might help me orient myself, because it would be a lot more visible than this thing, this thing here. Like, that thing, I mean, having it is better than not having it, but it's not very visible. These are so close to each other. Yeah, I don't know. I'm doubtful about which one that I found last time. Okay. Alright. Let's get out there, see if we can find. At least it's daytime now. Okay, so that's like the really far one, right? I think. Yeah, it's a, yeah. That's the one they came from. Okay. See, like when they just look really misleading here when I can't tell the differences, the distances. Yeah, this is the one that's right here, and those two are the ones that are really close together. It's alright, see if we can figure this out. Different heights, too. I think that might be the one that I haven't been to yet. How do I get up there? What's this stuck on? Like it just suddenly stopped moving and then starts again. And it keeps doing that. Like what is up with that? Oh, am I stuck? Uh-oh. Am I stuck? Okay. Don't mind me, just passing through. Hey. Is there going to be a clear path up there around here? Yeah, that's one way to get up. Disoriented and I'm not sure. Gosh darn it. No. I'm trying to stay up. Just try to get up high here. Operating on the principle that it's easier to get down from a position up high than it is to get up high from a position that's lower down. And hopefully this means I'll be able to figure out how to get there. Okay. To orient myself, where is the secondary base? There it is. It's north. So the thing I'm trying to get to is vaguely. I need to maneuver to a position where that's like vaguely northwest. Okay.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
This is gonna be one of those super cold snaps. Yeah, while the temperature's dropping. But then I hop in the snow fox and I'm fine. Ooh, can I scan you? No, you're too high. At some point I'd like to scan. Whoa, it disappeared. At some point I'd like to scan the sky ray. Anyway. Okay, so Pengling research. Pengling research. Where's the third one? There are three of them, like relatively close together. There you go. I do believe that's the one that I haven't. That I have not. Shoot. Is there a path there? Okay. I do believe this is what I've been looking for. It's okay, got jostled a little, fine. Okay, so yeah, so this is an unfamiliar looking Pengling research thingy. I just need to find a spot that I can safely operate it from. Oh, hell. Okay, maybe I can just do it in short bursts. So I come through here and what the heck? This is just
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
like, why can't I just access the remote from while I'm sitting on the snowbox? Like, that would be the safest, because I'm warm while I'm on the snowbox, right? Where's this dangerous weather, or is it just cold? Yeah, I see the temperature's dropping rapidly. Seriously though, that just looks like it isn't leading into this little cave or crevice. It's just a platform that I can probably jump to anyway. Like, I'll bet I could jump from there on the Snow Fox. It would be a lot less dangerous than you know, standing here freezing my buns off with a remote in my hand, like hoping that I don't freeze to death before I can recover the pengling, spy pengling. All right, let's just. Seriously, is there anything of interest here? It looks like there's quartz. Is there anything besides quartz? It's all just quartz. And some titanium. It's like, screw that. I've got tons of quartz and titanium at home. It's me. I can't take a picture? Fine. Okay, well. I am curious though. Can I jump? Curious to know if I can jump across here. Oh, well. Watch that. using up a lot of battery power in this repair tool. But whatever. I think that's all there's to be found here. This is just a bust. This is a tremendous waste of time. I mean, I got to see the cute little spy penglings and all. That's something, but is it jamming because the designers didn't want me going somewhere which hasn't rendered yet? Is that it? Or something like that? Anyway. So yeah, basically just got nothing out of this. Maybe I should have picked up the titanium while I was there. Okay, that's enough. You can stop scanning.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Maybe I'll scan. I can still scan for the data boxes and or the ion cubes. There's probably still some interesting stuff to find. But maybe I'll save that for another session. Yeah, I think it's about time that I wrap this up. Yeah, so didn't really get a whole lot accomplished this time around. Oh well. I mean, I found the horsepower upgrade for the sea truck, so that's something, I guess. Found another piece of synthetic fiber, so that's something. I mean, I can put that to use. I'll probably use it for the reinforced dive suit. I still would like to find a means of making more synthetic fibers. That would be nice. But yeah, next session I imagine I'll stick around the secondary base for a bit, see if we can find whatever data boxes may be nearby and whatever ion cubes might be nearby, and then from there decide where to go next. Maybe I'll check out that weird hexagonal column that I saw in that other place near Tertiary Base. So yeah, until next time.